Welcome to Walking with Jesus Bible Study. We are going to be in the book of Luke, chapter 7, verses 8 through 9. For I also am a man set under authority, having under me soldiers, and I say unto one, Go, and he goeth. And I say to another, Come, and he cometh. And to my servant, Do this, and he doeth. When Jesus heard these things, he marveled at him, and turned him about, and said unto the people that followed him, I say unto you, I have not found so great faith, no, not in Israel. And I'm going to repeat that. For I also am a man set under authority, having under me soldiers, and I say unto one, Go, and he goeth. And I say to another, Come, and he cometh. And to my servant I say, Do this, and he doeth it. And when Jesus heard these things, he marveled at him, and turned him about, and said unto the people that followed him, I say unto you, I have not found so great faith, no, not in Israel. This man was a high-ranking officer in the Roman guard. People respect his authority. People looked up to him. He had authority. And he humbled himself. I'm pretty sure that most of us have seen the movies. And it don't have to be just Christian movies, just any movie that had to do with the Romans and how there was in a belt. There was people that just didn't take no crap. They thought they was better than a lot of people. And definitely would look down and say, look at all these peasants. Look at all these servants. If there's any people who did that to a group of people, it was the Romans. And if they even had a rank about them, even much more so. And here is this man that had great authority. And he came and he humbled himself before God, before Jesus. Not only did he humble himself, but he had such faith that he didn't even. All he had to do was just, Jesus, all you need to do is just say the words, and I'll believe it'll be so. This wasn't a follower of Christ. He wasn't even a person of that faith, of that religion. He wasn't a Jew. He was a Gentile that believed in other gods. But yet he had more faith than the people who knew who God was, than the people who read the book where Isaiah had told them that there would be a Messiah coming, and he will walk among us, and he will come and save the people, and he'll be able to do miracles. This man believed. And when he was humbled, Jesus quickly exalted him real fast by turning around and saying to his believers, I tell you, I say, there is no one that has such great faith. No one in all of Israel. None of all the Jews. People who knew and worshiped that God didn't have that faith. But this man, who didn't even know who God was, didn't even know that there's stories of coming that's been told from generation to generation, that there will be a Messiah coming to save us all. He believed. He believed so much that he knew that all he had to do was just speak, and it will be done. How many of us today are Christ followers or Christians, and we're asking God for this to come about in our lives? And we have faith, but do we have faith like this man? Before we speak it, do we already know that it is going to be granted? That God is a wonderful God. He's the same God yesterday. He's the same God that parted the Red Sea. He's the same God that can send down 10 plagues. He's the same God that can raise the dead. When we're asking God in prayer for the things that we want, the things that we need, are we already believing that it is done? What about the widow and her child? She knew her child was dead, but she knew where she was going. She knew who she was about to talk to. She knew what was about to happen. So when they asked her, how are things? She goes, it is well. It is well, it is well, it is well. Not, oh, I'm ready to seek. My God, I'm ready to seek this prophet. I know who can raise him. I know who can fix him. I know who can heal him because my son has died and I'm in dire need of prayer. I'm in dire need of a healing. And so I'm on my way. She didn't. She already knew what was going to happen. No, it's well. All is well. All is well with me, sir. Good day. I have something I've got to do. Because in order for it to be well, she had to get there. But she knew that in doing so, all will be okay. She had faith and she believed. Before seeing it, she believed that it was done. Faith is believing without seeing. Not asking in hopes. Not praying in hopes. And then when we get the results, say, oh, I believe, look what he has done. That's not faith. You hope. Man, I hope. Hope is not faith. Hope is, I'll believe it when I see it. Faith is believing without seeing. Knowing that it is well. That all we have to do is simply to speak the words and it is done. I pray that these stories, these examples and these verses is a reminder that those that are seeking or in dire need of something, that they examine themselves and examine their faith. Are you living in faith or are you living in hope? Are you praying in faith or are you praying in hope? Because there's two different things and the outcome is a major difference. Are we living on a prayer, on just hopes and dreams? Or are we walking in faith? Walking already in the victory that's already promised to us. Knowing that God can do it.